My vocal coach, Gene, has me run through like 30 minutes of these crazy exercises before he says, okay, it's time to sing a song. What you got? I'm feeling pretty nervous now, but I decide to sing a song that I have down cold. I start singing the first line when he interrupts me and asks me how old I am. I tell him I'm 25, but that's when he hits me with,
so if you're a 25-year-old man, why are you singing like a 12-year-old girl?
Let's go. 10 years ago, I've just moved to Austin, Texas to pursue my dream of being a singer. The problem is that I have no idea how to sing. My heroes at the time are Jeff Buckley, Tom York of Radiohead, and Elliott Smith. All singers that oftentimes sing with a really light and breathy voice. My pitch, tone, and range are absolutely terrible. So I do something drastic. I find a vocal coach. In my lessons, my vocal coach, Gene, has me singing up to high notes with incredible amounts of power. Ma, 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 ma. For the first time in my life, I'm hitting A's, B's, and even the tenor C5. The ma, 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 ma. But as soon as I start singing songs, it's like someone turned the lights out in my voice. Today, after 30 minutes of these crazy exercises, Gene stops and he says, okay, let's sing a song. What you got? Feeling really nervous now, I decide on a song that I have down cold. It's the song Say Yes by Elliott Smith. Elliott Smith is known for having this incredibly fragile and delicate voice. Like if you just poke it, it's like glass, it'll just break. And that's combined with music that's both like really, really haunting and also romantic and beautiful and acoustic. Now, I've been playing this song for years, but the problem is that within the first couple of lines, really in the first few seconds of the song, you have to sing the note F4 on the word girl. Gene reminds me that this is an incredibly difficult note for most guys to sing. It's not like that F4 is like some crazy high note, but it just falls right into that little dead zone where most men are changing between the bottom part of their voice, their chest voice, and the top part of their voice, their head voice. And that F4 is kind of like in this dead zone where there's no resonance, which makes it really difficult to sing. So every time I sing this song, I just do my best Elliott Smith impression, using all the breathiness and the lightness that he does. I'm in love with the world through the eyes of a girl who's still around the morning after. And this is pretty helpful for me because if I don't sing loud, then my voice doesn't really break on that top note. That's because if you're not using a lot of muscle when you sing, it's easy to sing high. But that's like going to the gym and never putting any weight on the bar. So now that I'm taking lessons, I'm noticing that my voice is getting way stronger. But now that I'm projecting more, those higher notes are harder to sing without breaking. But since I played the song for years, I feel like I've got it down like to a T. Boy, was I wrong. I play the very first line of the verse, and as I get to the words, of a girl, my voice breaks into a million pieces. Calmly, Gene asks me, how old are you? I tell him I'm 25, and I'll never forget what he says next. So you're a 25-year-old man, but you're singing like a 12-year-old girl. I mean, I am so embarrassed. One of the hardest parts of learning how to sing is to stop imitating others. And Gene's concerned that if I keep doing my Elliott Smith impression, my voice will never improve. In other words, I'll never be able to find my true voice. But now I'm feeling flustered because I know I can do a good Elliott Smith impression. Nobody's ever complained about it before. That's when he says the words that would change me forever. He says, it's like you have two different voices inside of you. And the minute he says those words, I know he's right. I can see that by doing my best impression of someone else, I'm not actually being true to myself. Gene can see that I'm getting a little down on myself, so he just says, okay, say the first couple lines. So I begin to sing them. I'm in love with the world. But Gene interrupts me and says, hey, rather than singing them, just say them. So I just say them. I'm in love with the world. Great, Gene says. Then he says, okay, next, just speak the words on pitch. I have no idea what he means. Like, speak on pitch? I mean, what the heck does that even mean? But like a great vocal coach, Gene says, hey, just try it. So I speak singing the words, like kind of sounding like, a Broadway singer that's like speak singing all the lines of dialogue. I'm in love with the world. I'm in love with the world. Now that I've gotten it into my speaking voice, Gene tells me, okay, keep that same speaking feeling, but this time, speak it smoothly on pitch. Feeling totally overwhelmed and super embarrassed, I just do my best to follow his instructions. So I smoothly sing the lyrics, and all of a sudden, I can hear my own voice. It's different from Elliott Smith. It's more open, it's brassier, it's brighter. Gene says, great, now you sound like yourself. I'm in love with the world through the eyes of a girl who's still around the morning after. You see, speaking and singing come from the same instrument, your throat. So why do we feel like there's such a huge difference between singing and speaking? One of the things that I've noticed in teaching over 1,000 students is that when we think that we have to sing something, we start to manipulate, we start to change and imitate other singers. You know, it may be that you're trying to channel a specific singer, or you're trying to go for a certain style that you've developed along the way. But anytime you're getting away from the way that you speak the words, you may actually be hurting yourself, or at least holding yourself back like I was. In this really simple lesson, Gene showed me that in order to sing well, first you have to speak the words. Then you can speak them on pitch before going back to your singing voice. But if there's a huge difference between them, start over, reset, and do it again. Learning how to sing in your own voice is literally the difference between being a great singer and being just another good singer. To keep finding your voice, check out this playlist with videos designed to help you keep finding your true voice.